And he is upset with himself.
All right, well, there's a look at our Zynga Poker leaderboard. Kaue de Sosa out in front at $4.5 million, followed by Brian Kaufman a little above 3. Over $100,000 US to our eventual winner, the first final table here in South America for the World Poker Tour. Very exciting tonight, Vince.
Yes, it is, Tony. Andy's at 10,000. Blinds 40 and 80. Here we go. Juan Gonzalez, the student out of Argentina, quickly folding his hand. Now Mario Bonanata, he's from Uruguay, looks down at a pair of eights. He's a businessman who loves soccer, 51 years old. He is contemplating the raise. He's going to put in a total of 175. Kaue, the chip leader, has a6.
Not going to play that one. Over to Laura, fresh off her 4 months in Las Vegas, playing a lot of poker this summer at the World Series.
Not going to play.
Now Brian in the small blind, another one of the professionals at this table. In one of the larger stacks, he will pass.
Miguel Branes from Uruguay, 71 years old. He's a local at this casino. He goes out, so a quick win there. Hand number one for Mario Bonanata.
Listo, listo, me gusta eso. No quiero que nadie robe. No quiero que nadie robe.
And they're all laughing it up, chuckling it up. Just getting started. Okay, and now right back on Mario. And he is going to look down at a queen 7. Doesn't want that. Kaue, take a peek at his cards. Awful 5-3.
Kaue did come in as the chip leader. Looks like he wants to abuse that fact a little bit. He's getting real ambitious, opening 5-3 offsuit on the hijack here. I like where his head is at. I think he's just gone a little too far with the aggression.
Laura's going to go out Brian Kaufman. Doesn't have much. So he goes out. And now Miguel. The local flies away. Juan Gonzalez, the short stack at this point, has the real hand, pair of kings.
This is Kaue trying to punch a wall right now. This is not going to go well for him.
Pauline.
And he has to fold the hand. Juan Gonzalez needed that, and he's got to be happy to take in that putt.
Juan has got the most online experience of this field.
All right, back on Kaue with a nothing hand. You can't figure the man will play 2 bad hands in a row, and he has learned his lesson. He will go out. Now Laura, she's got a big ace queen of diamonds. She puts in the raise. Brian gonna go out, and now Miguel, who is the local. He says he plays here all the time. He has a pretty attractive ace-10.
I think a lot of professionals in Miguel's seat would play this hand on a short stack as an all-in or fold decision. Miguel gonna start with a call. Mario with King Jack in the big blind should continue as well, and he'll make the call.
Does three-way action. Flop is gonna be a 10-8-3, so fantastic flop from Miguel.
Ooh, rough flop for Laura. She has just enough hand here to keep putting money in with 2 overcards, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw, but Miguel, of course, is going to want to put the rest of his stack in on the flop while he's confident he's ahead. So she elects to bet, and I think with this much equity, a bet seems good, and Miguel?
All in.
Yep.
All in.
He has top pair ace kicker. That's what you're supposed to do at this point. So back on Laura.
Oof, this is frustrating. She's getting almost 3-1 with the overcard. Sometimes her opponent can even have a draw himself, although I think from Miguel that's going to be a lot less common.
Well, she's going to make the call, and Miguel has to hope his 10s hold up, otherwise he's out of here.
A lot of time, Laura has a clean 6 outs plus the back doors, and so I think she made the right call getting 3
And
to
let's
1.
see if she gets lucky. Not there. It's a 9.
So a queen jack are the only cards that will win this pot for Laura.
All coming down to this card right now.
And the river is the 8 of spades. Gonna pair the board and miss Laura. She loses a big pot here.
And Miguel gonna pick up a big one. Nicely done by him. We're coming right back for more here on the World Poker Tour.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at clubwpt.com. Sign up today for free using bonus code YT22 and get a free entry into a $5,000 guaranteed tournament.
This is Enjoy Punta del Este, where we were playing out this final table, and I can't remember the last time I had so much fun on a poker trip.
This is a special place, believe me. And there's a surfing spot down here as well. The water's beautiful. It's a great place to have fun and play poker. Laura Moreno with a quick fold. Brian Kaufman, 27 years old. Started playing poker as a kid, also goes out. Miguel Brana's taking a breather. Juan, not gonna play.
Mario is one of the shortest stacks, so I think with 6-7 suited in the small blind, he should just go all in. He's got about 12 blinds. His hand plays very well as an all-in. Let's see how he wants to play it.
No, he's just gonna call it into Coway. Now Coway with an ace-4 here.
You know, I can understand Mario wanting to be a little risk averse with Laura so short behind him, but when he limps here into the chip leader's big blind, he's gonna get pushed out of this pot pretty much always. And you see Coway there raising it up with ace-4.
And Mario can't take the heat. Coway with a nice push. Coway is from Brazil. He's 32 years old. He's a businessman. He's in import-export business. He cashes in a lot of poker tournaments. Started playing in 2006. And now we're on to the next hand. Brian Kaufman looks down at a king 6. Won't do that. Miguel, this is his local casino. He goes out. Juan Gonzalez with an ace-jack.
¿Cuántas tenés más o menos?
This is an odd spot for Juan, actually. He's about tied for the second shortest stack, raising into the shortest stack, with a real decision between push all-in pre-flop and make a min raise.
160.
Yep, he makes the min raise. Mario goes out. Now it's around to Coway. Who has a queen jack. This is very callable. Juan Gonzalez came in as the short stack. Now he's building up his chips. Coway wants no part of it. Yeah, Laura makes a good laydown too, so Juan Gonzalez picking that one up without seeing any flop.
Foldé muy buena mano. ¿Seguro? Seguro. Muy buena mano. De verdad. No sé por qué no te creo. Vas a ver después.
Juan's like, sure you did. You opened 5-3 offsuit earlier. Sure you did.
Oh, table talk's the same in every language.
Uh-huh. I had you, bro. I had you.
All right, we move on. 410 entries at the start of this event. We're down to these 6. Into Miguel, who considers himself an old-fashioned type of poker player, likes to read people. Doesn't go online for any studying like you do, Tony. He's just old school. I can read your eyes.
He's still using dial-up internet. That's how old school he is.
All right, we have some folds, and now Coway with ace-4. He says he likes to play a very aggressive style.
160.
He's gonna make it 160 to go, the min raise.
Coway has certainly been the most aggressive player at this final table so far. He has every reason to be with the chip lead.
Well, Laura just can't get lucky this evening, goes out, and now Brian Kaufman with just a jack-4.
Well, Brian is a pro, so he knows that he needs to be loose out of his big blind, but Jack-4 offsuit is such a marginal hand. I think Brian's questioning whether it's even worth a peel here. Oh, interesting. I think he's gonna 3-bet bluff. Well, this is kind of a cool play, provided you think Kawe is not the kind of guy that's likely to 4-bet you really wide. And if that's the read you have, then this is a sharp play from Brian.
He is going to move it up to 530. Big move by him. Will it work? No, he's going to go out. This is just a big move by Brian Kaufman, 27 years old, making it happen there with a junk hand.
Well, we will find out if Laura can make a comeback from her very short stack right now. She is going to need some hands if she wants to get back in this final table.
Well, it's interesting. She is such a passionate player. As all the South Americans know, they are passionate players, but that could go the other way, too. Now, Laura Moreno looks down at an ace-king.
She knows what to do here.
All in. All in.
All in.
She's going to put it all in. Some of the crowd on their feet here to root her on. Brian's going out. Can she win with this big hand? It's suited. She had ace-queen suited earlier on. Did not work out. Now it's on Miguel.
It's a good fold from Miguel. I think if he was closing the action in the big blind, he would call, but with ace-8 there.
Mario out. Now Kawe.
Can't really call that one. You can call a lot there with the price you're getting, but not that one. You see him kind of smiling and nodding. She loves it.
Esa sonrisa que quiso decir que no.
She wants him in, though. She got a good hand, but she's going to take this without seeing a flop. Laura finally getting a little lucky here.
Ni un 6-7 o 8-9, vamos, dale.
Ahora me puse a sufrir yo.
You would have loved it if he'd called. What are you going to do? They're having fun down here in Uruguay. They are a very passionate group down here, watching their players play. Back on the chip leader with a quick fold. Laura quickly going out as well. And they are having fun here at the table. Big money at stake, and Brian Kaufman now with a pretty decent ace-10. And we've seen him play so many bad hands, and this time he's got a good one. He's got a raise to 165. Will he get action with it? So far, no. And there's Mario squeezing down a jack 9 of clubs.
¿Cuánto es?
165.
Es más del doble, ¿no?
5 más.
Mario likes to have a brief conversation before any action. He came to talk. And eventually, I expect he will make this call.
Pasaje de ficha, etcétera, pero uruguayo. Algo así.
I'm going to see the flop, hope to get lucky. And he does so as a jack 8-4 hits the board. Mario hitting jacks. Peeks down there again, looks at the board, and he's going to check.
I think it's kind of close between betting and checking for Brian, but I would like a small bet. I think that Mario is going to play very straightforward here, especially with Laura so short.
¿Cuánto?
So nice bet here from Brian, 135.
Yep, continuation bet with the ace high. Mario, of course, going nowhere. Hits top pair and just calls it.
If I'm Brian, I'm going to barrel a turn and river if I get a queen or a king. Otherwise, I'd probably shut down. I'm not going to bet the deuce of spades. At this point, you're really hoping that Mario has a 4 that he'd fold, maybe an 8 that he would fold, which I guess at this final table he could. And Brian here, undeterred, he's cutting out another bet.
He wants to muscle him out, and he's going to try 475.
This is an awkward sizing for the bet. He's almost put Mario all in, but not quite. And Mario with top pair probably won't fold. I get what Brian's trying to do here, and I like his aggression. I think the timing is well done, but I don't think this is the right turn to be barreling.
All in.
And there we go, Mario all in. And yeah, Brian has left himself with a very awkward decision. He's getting like 7-1 to make this call.
Le real mande, quería mandar 2.75.
Y bueno, dejala, no rompa las bolas.
Te tengo que pagar igual. 2.50 más es.
Me vas a meter la última y me matás.
Y
Yo
sí.
te la muestro, déjame vivir.
Costly mistake.
Te voy a meter la última.
¿Qué tenés? ¿A reyes, damas?
Haz 10.
Haz 10.
Ah, pelerré de mando. Sí. Quería mandar menos.
These two definitely have history. You can tell from the back and forth.
If an ace comes up, Mario has to say goodnight. Let's see what happens. No, it's a 7. Mario succeeds. Pair of jacks will win this, and it's a big one.
Play online poker for real cash and prizes at clubwpt.com. Sign up today for free using bonus code YT22 and get a free entry into a $5,000 guaranteed tournament.
All right, we're back at WPT Uruguay. Coway de Souza out in front with $4 million in chips.
Bueno, aquí vamos.
Down to the felt we go. 40 and 80 are the blinds. Action on Laura Moreno.
Poquito más.
And she is going to smile and go out. And now Brian Kaufman also not playing. Into Miguel Branes, oldest player at the table, but playing superbly. Can't play that one. Juan picked up his glasses on the beach today for $2. Goes out. And now Mario with a pair of 8s.
How does he want to start off here? With a call. Now, Mario just doubled up. I like that he's limping in the small blind, even with a strong hand against Coway, who's one of the players that can knock him out. I don't think he wants to build a pot pre-flop with the chip leader. Coway going to raise his king 10 in position.
Yeah, he makes a total of 230. Mario happy to enter this. Makes the call. So Mario playing with fire against the chip leader. Here we go with the flop. It's a queen 4-3.
Pretty good flop for pocket 8s there. Honestly, not a bad flop for king 10. You're just hoping your opponent has some kind of connecting hand that did not hit this board and is going to fold to a small bet. You've got some backdoor outs with the king 10 as well, so a small bet from Coway, which I like.
Yeah, 125. And Mario, no matter what hand he plays, looks like the sky is falling.
He makes the min check raise, which is not the play I would recommend here. And Coway does call in this increasingly awkward hand.
Okay, well, he's put the chip leader on alert. Ace comes up.
Ooh, that is a nice card for Coway to bluff. He picks up outs. He can represent an ace much easier than Mario. No!
Check. And a 10 on the river. So Coway now finally with a better hand.
Well, now we can either check or bet very small for value. If you think your opponent has a queen, you check. If you think he's got something else, I don't know, bet 150K.
And he is upset with himself. Yep, the Andes are going up to 15,000 with the blinds at 50 and 100. And Miguel with a quick fold. Now Juan Gonzalez. Can't play that junk. So back on Mario. He takes a rest. Coway now, the chip leader. Things starting to go his way. Also will go out, so the yield to Laura. And she's got a pretty good ace-10.
Yeah, it's go time. Laura is very short here.
Colín.
There she goes.
¿Cuánto es?
She's going to make it all in.
You see Brian questioning how much it is. He knows he has to call very wide here. Is it queen 5 offsuit kind of wide? Yes, it is for Brian.
Yeah, he's going to make the call. They turn him up. Laura, a nice favorite.
Buena suerte.
Can Laura get lucky? The crowd is on its feet. Ace-10 versus queen 5. Here we go with the flop. It's a queen 3 deuce. Brian outflops Laura. She's in big trouble.
Rough flop for Laura. She needs running clubs or a running straight, or of course an ace. 10 of clubs. Now that is a very interesting card. Now Laura can catch an ace, a 10, or a club to still be alive in this tournament. Otherwise, Brian gonna score the knockout.
¿Por qué me hacen esto?
Giddy with possibilities.
A woman from Colombia hoping she can hang around at this final table a little bit longer, but she's gonna need some help on the river. It is an 8 of diamonds, and we lose Laura Moreno, the young Colombian woman here making her first major final table. Great achievement. Cauê de Sousa still well out in front, but the rest of our players are starting to coalesce in the middle, all ranging between 1.7 and 2.3 million.
Yep, they are happy to get rid of the beautiful lady at the table, Laura Moreno, with no luck here tonight. We're down to 5. Action going to Mario, and he has picked up an ace-jack. Blinds are 50 and 100 at this time.
225.
And Mario will raise it to 225 total. Carrie goes out. Brian also out. Miguel not to play. And now Juan Gonzalez has a pair of 10s.
Juan is around 20 blinds here. A little less, actually, so I think he'll just rip it in.
All in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. And Mario doesn't want to hear that.
This is a tough spot for Mario.
Yeah.
I think if this was not a final table and we were just playing for chips, he would have a call.
She says the clock has to stop because she is still counting the money. I deserve that extra time. That's a vet on your hands. Which he likes because he gets to have more time for a decision. It's a very important decision.
Doesn't want to have to use up his time bank chips on the action clock.
Oh.
And he does fold, so a good fold there from Mario.
Juan Gonzalez going to take that one down. Juan came in as the shortest stack at the table. And he is a student and learned to play poker on a trip to Canada.
Interesting.
Now we move on. Juan going out.
Mario here. Gonna fold Jack 3 offsuit. Now to Cauê.
Oh, he's got another suited connector.
Well, he's facing Brian in the big blind, and Brian's been pretty sticky pre-flop and post. So if Cauê is gonna raise, I'd like to see him size it big and not let Brian get to an easy flop.
You're always thinking ahead, aren't you, Tony?
Always. Brian here is getting a great price. Cauê has gone quite small out of the small blind, and the problem with going small out of the small blind is the player in the big blind receives an excellent price in position, and so Brian peels 10-5 offsuit.
Well, the flop is a queen, jack, jack. Helps neither player. And Cauê very smoothly puts out another bet, 175.
I think that will end the hand, but I am not sure.
Well, this Brian has a lot of gears. We've seen it so far tonight.
Interesting.
He doesn't go anywhere. He's a stubborn old poker player. Tough.
Brian's a sticky guy.
He is. He's making the call, hoping to get lucky, and that's a pretty good card for him.
That is a nice card for Brian. If I'm Cauê, I definitely shut down on that turn. That card is all over your opponent's range. This is just lighting money on fire. I don't know how else to describe it.
He is going to bet again into Brian. Cauê with 4 high, no diamond.
All in.
Oh,
Whoa!
Brian. Wow, what
Whoa! En fuego!
Oh, adios, Cauê. And Brian's going to show it.
Tengo 3-4.
In your face!
Big time poker here in Uruguay.